Hello? Hey, Ann. How's it going? Yeah? Oh, I'm here. So you can hear me alright? This is the first time I've used this mic. Good. Yeah. No. So like you usually do. So yes. Deal with it, Mrs. Martin. Yeah, I'm well out of slapping range. What is your purpose for visiting? Slapping. Go beat his stupid ass. And profit. Yeah, it's good to... What? Go on, what were you saying? Yeah, we just got parrots around here. Yeah. Yeah, they're really nice. They're good to look at too. They're all green. We call them grass parrots. Yeah, and because it's spring, the jacaranda trees in the neighborhood are all in bloom. So we got all these trees with like purple flowers on them. Like just covered in purple flowers. Dude, you should see our yard right now. It's like covered in a carpet of purple petals because there was a high wind the other day and it blew them all off the tree. Yeah. I can sort of see it from my window now, just like the lower branches. It's covered in these like light purple flowers. It's like every spring there's a road within walking distance of this place that just has like jacaranda trees planted all along in a row, and when you go in spring it's all purple, like down the entire street. They don't last terribly long is the problem. Preserve them, I guess? Yeah. tons of them. Whenever it turns to summer, like they'll just drop off and you get like a few days of just like petals everywhere. Yes. Jack got home and he stopped being a dick. Well, kinda. He's still quite a bit of a dick sometimes, but like especially now he's gotten over his fear of stepping into the kitchen on the tiles, so now he'll just sort of like be behind you when you're cooking. No, he's just like God. No, he used to, because when he had his knee surgery, we had to discourage him from walking onto the tiles because he might slip and hurt himself. And so he had like this sort of inculcated behavior not to walk into the kitchen for a few years, and then like just lately he's decided actually I can go through the kitchen and it's fine, and he'll just walk through. Because, like, well, no, we don't want him to do that because, like, he can still slip and hurt himself, but also, we really don't need him, like, wandering into the kitchen if we happen to accidentally spill something, or, you know, just being in the way. Yeah, because it's not a huge kitchen. Yeah. 16 years more. I think we moved here to this house before I entered kindergarten. And this is the house. Yeah. The one house. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's totally cool. I don't know. They were like, the thing is, the property value is actually higher than when they bought it. So yeah, this is a good neighborhood. So they're pretty much set if they. The house is fine. I mean, it's got its problems, but it's not terrible. It's an old house. Like, it's clearly a house that was built, you know, like not even the early '90s, but earlier than that. But you know, we've kept it updated. It's nothing like your fucking grandparents' house. What? Just I get a sink. How we do with that is there is a sink in the laundry, and we have a hose with a little guiding pipe curve that it's clipped into, and it just hangs off the side, and it all drains into the sink. Like it's like $2. Mm-hmm. Yep. Into that goddamn hose. Yeah. 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 good. Mm-hmm. Huh. Mm. Well, I would have hung out with you, but you weren't here. Like I was sitting here all day like dirt, 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 dirt. Yeah. Mm. That's fair enough. I'm not trying to give you a hard time over it, but I do worry about you when you're in hospital and you're like, oh, I better sleep in case they put me into surgery again, and then I don't hear from you for like 12 hours. Yeah. Like, yeah, like that. Most days I'm fine. I can just go, oh, yeah, she's sleeping. It's like I don't care. But like in this specific situation, it does tend to worry me. Yeah, I know how the water affects you. Mm. Yeah, I've got a number of hospitalization stays that you don't remember, but I remember with horrifying clarity. It's fine, baby. I'm laughing about it. Hey, did I ever show you my new dragon? Yeah, he's here. Yeah. The other one was red. No, I got the green one. There was a green and a like solid gold one, but it went with the normal one because why would you ever go for the solid gold one? Like, I want a more boring visually version of this statue that's only there to look at. That's what I would like. Yeah, I learned something interesting the other day about that, coincidentally, is that a lot of those old marble statues used to be painted. Yeah, and when the English started uncovering them and putting them on display, they would buff out the paint because they looked like amusement park decorations. Yeah. Like, they wanted this sort of unified color, which was very dour because it makes them look all fancy and official, but they've sort of recreated a few of them with the original paint, and they look like almost like ancient Chuck E. Cheese sculptures. Like, the paint is very garish and like bright, and yeah, like they don't look like that at all. Like, it completely changes them. I'll send you a link if I can find it again. It was really interesting. It could be. Like, they had a before and after thing of this, like, Roman soldier statue, and the before one was, like, pure white and very dour, and then the after one, they had it, like, the shield was this bright red, and the guy's wearing, like, bright neon blue armor. It looked really weird. But, like, it looked like a toy version of the statue. It was great. Yeah. Well, that was, they weren't doing it to be like, oh, this is like all ancient art pieces. They were doing it to have, like, decoration. So they, when they were originally built, the color was built into it. They were there for decoration. But then the anthropologists find them and like, this looks fucking terrible. Buff that out. I do not have enough knowledge of that painting to be able to tell you one way or the other. I mean, I could find out fairly quickly because I'm on the internet here, but... Well, the internet will have multiple crisscrossing opinions on everything, dear. Like, No, that's scheduled for December 22nd. Yeah, it was originally December 14th. It was pushed back a little more, but it wasn't. They unveiled what they intended to vote on, but they haven't voted on it yet. They probably won't get it passed. Yeah. It's Well, they don't. The thing is, it's not like a Senate thing. It's 5 people on the FCC that do it, and 2 of them have already said they're going to vote no. So you only need 1 more. Probably gonna get it because people kind of don't want this, and there's already stories popping up of like individual people and collectives saying, well, fine, if you're just gonna do this, we're gonna do our own internet, and they just like will set up like amateur cable networks to deal with it. Well, they'll set up their own, like, internet connections. Like, there's I think it's in Detroit, there's a setup where they bounce the signal wirelessly across a bunch of different, like, line-of-sight dishes. So they've set up a network that can connect to the internet, but it won't go down if the internet gets shut down, like in a storm or something. Because it's not connected. It like accesses the net from the satellites rather than from the local landline towers or whatever. So they can, if there was a storm or a natural disaster to hit and all the internet went down, that one area would still have internet through this like radar dish system. And they don't have to pay. They don't have to pay connection fees or anything. They just have to pay for upkeep of the machines. Yeah, I think that. I mean, there's already been like things like that where like. After the fact, they found out that certain companies were, I think it was AOL, was like blocking emails that were critical of AOL. Like you could not physically set you. Okay, you'd send an email that was critical of AOL. AOL would read it, intercept it, stop it from receiving at the other end, but they wouldn't tell anyone about it. So like, they would basically stealth block you from being able to criticize their website. They'd just like stop it from being received. A company. Yeah, if you had an AOL email address, they could just like, at the point that you send off the email, sort of algorithmically detect whether you're being critical of AOL and then just stop it from being received while at the same time making it seem as though it was received so you wouldn't know. Yeah, I think at that point I don't really... Like, that's the thing, like, it would still show up as being received even when it wasn't. I don't know. They were doing that a decade ago, so I don't know what people think it's going to be any different now. And they paid it off, right? Yeah. Yeah. Uber kind of sucks in general. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.